Hey everyone, I'm Mac and welcome to Your Brick Set. Today we're going to be building Baby Rocket Ship and I am super excited to build this. This came out in 2023 and I believe they've discontinued it in 2024. However, you can still get it off Amazon for like 23% off. Most of the sets I buy or purchase are all on discount because it is hard to pay full price for a Lego these days. With that said, let's get to building. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I'm gonna open this up. I know some people don't save the boxes and that's perfectly fine. I do save the boxes just because I love the artwork. An individual spent a lot of time making these beautiful pictures and I just like to save it because I love looking at them. Alright, so here we go. All right, we're gonna do it the easy way. We're gonna start with 1, then go to 2, then go to 3. Or we could just pile them all together and do it old school style, but I think we'll do it the easy way today. I am gonna check for 1 second to make sure this is streaming. On one thing it does say that I am streaming, but I can't actually see it. So I'm gonna take 1 second. Make sure if you have a set, please get it. Let's build together. Let's enjoy. If you have any questions, ask, and we're just gonna have a great day today. Any day that you can put together a Lego, it's gotta be a great day. I'm still new to this, but I am going to figure it all out. One day I'll be able to just jump on and instantly be able to just have fun and build, but right now I'm still figuring it out. Let's see, live. Well, it shows it, but you know what? I'm just gonna go. Only thing is, if I'm not a part of it, then I can't answer questions. So I really need to get out of studio. That's what it is. Has anybody else already put together this set? I am so looking forward to putting this set together. I've had it for a little while, and have y'all looked at the sets coming out in 2025? They look amazing. Completely amazing. Can't wait to watch, or to put them all together. I believe it is loading right now. Then I'll be able to see the comment sections. That way, if anybody has any comments or ask anything, I'll be able to answer them. And that's what I'm looking forward to. I love these live builds, and I'm hoping to be able to do more and more of them, and have them all scheduled. And it's kind of a passion and a dream of mine. So let's get to building. I do appreciate that they provided a baby Ratchet or Baby Rocket and an adult one. I think that's awesome. Putting these sets together, you can learn so much. Like, I feel like I learn a new technique for Lego every single time I build a set. Just by putting together, if you pay attention and you focus while you're putting it together, you learn something new each time. Even illegal moves, but don't tell anybody. Oh, the baby rocket. This was a great movie. The soundtrack for this movie was just outstanding. Where should I put him? Put him right here so everybody can see him. Put him right here. So he can just hang out. The Guardians of the Galaxy movies are just fantastic. Like I said, their soundtrack is amazing. I've actually got all the soundtracks for the movies just because I love listening to all those songs. They did an amazing job with it. Let's see. So I want to, what is the best way for me to do this? You know what, if I pan this up, give me a second, I'm going to make this a little bit better, I think. Because I take this and I pan it up just a little bit, that's right and left. Look at that. Gives you a little bit more overhead. Oh, gotta watch out for Rocket. Gives a little bit more to where we can see at the top, and you can see the instruction manual, as well as see the build down below. See? That looks much better, doesn't it? I think it does. I hope you do too. This way we can see it being built, get it overhead. It's all working out. Okay, back to building. Yeah, I'm hoping to be able to do this more and more. I'm hoping to have perhaps an afternoon one every single week, and one kind of more at nighttime, and then hopefully have one during the day about every other week. Not with a set, right now I don't really have a set time. It's just trying to squeeze them into my daily routine, or my routine as it is sometimes tough, but I love this so much. This is so much fun, and it gives me an excuse to build a Lego every time I do this. And if you've seen any of my other videos, then you'll know I have a lot of Lego behind me that needs to be built. And I'm probably going to kind of go sometimes with new sets, sometimes with old sets. Just kind of keep it, you know, you never know, guessing, like keep it guessing. Don't know what's going to happen. So that's kind of what I'm going for. But I do have some sets. If this one doesn't end up taking too long today, then I'll probably end up building another set. It'll be an older set from the 80s. And I really want to build all those sets. I have so many of them from the 80s that I built a long time ago when I was a kid, and then I had to take them apart, and throughout moves and just different parts of my life, haven't been able to rebuild them. But now I can finally sit down and rebuild them and dedicate that time to displaying them. And I have two small children of my own, and my favorite part is a lot of times when I build the sets, as soon as I build them and I put them out on display, they take them out and play with them. And I love that personally. I love the fact that they just, all of my sets are play with sets. Even the biggest set, they knock it down, they have fun with it, rebuild it back. It's so much fun. That's honestly what I love about Lego is, you know, with Lego they have a set and it'll have 15 different sets that are part of this one theme. And it's okay, especially growing up, you get maybe one set from that theme, maybe two. Maybe you get a big one and you get a small one. But as you've seen in some of the videos, you could have the smallest set. One of the sets I did a video on, we did 25 different builds of it, and that set was free. That set was, if you purchased one set, then you got that set for free. And so you don't have to have a lot of money to play with Lego. The smallest set can just bring so much joy, and you can build so many different things with it. So it's just an amazing toy to play with. And that's how come a lot of times I try to give those away as gifts whenever going to parties and different things, and everything I purchase is on sale normally. And you know, what I like to do is I like to purchase them on sale, and then I'll hold on to them, and then when we do get invited to birthday parties, if I find out that they enjoy Lego, a lot of times I'll take one from my personal stash and I'll give it to them. And this way they can get a $50 Lego set for $25. It's, if I spent $25 on it, they now have a $50 set. So it's great to be able to shop and kind of think ahead and plan that stuff. In fact, I have one right down here. I have, like, for instance, this set. This is a great set. The classic creator sets are just amazing sets to, oh, let me see. Like this right here. I've just got it sitting, never been opened, and if we get invited to a birthday party and I find out that the individual enjoys Lego, they might end up getting that. It's just a great system. And the people, everyone I have met since I've started streaming and started getting out there and just letting others know that I enjoy Lego, the people are amazing. Everyone in this community that loves Lego is just amazing. They're so nice, so helpful. Just everyone out there, if you're watching this, give yourself a hand, because I mean, you are amazing. Just everyone out there. Oh, I want to make sure I'm staying in frame. This was a fun journey. I've always wanted to get into this, and it's hard to find time to be able to do it, but just make the time. And if you enjoy making these videos, I encourage you to please get out there and make them. The smallest video, that's one thing I love doing. I would encourage anyone out there to just, when you find a small channel, watch their content, comment on it, just give them encouragement, because every time you get a piece of encouragement, you just want to do it more and more and more, and then they get better and better and better. And that's really how this people create such amazing art, is through the support that they get and the drive to just do more and more. And you could be a part of that. You can help somebody do that. I know I enjoy doing that. That's one thing I really enjoy doing, is finding other builders, other artists, and just encouraging them on their work. There's just so much greatness out there. Look at there. This must be the cockpit, because here's the controls. So little rocket's gonna be sitting in there going pew 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 pew. Doo, 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 doo. This is gonna be great. I can't build as good as Rocket though. If you've seen the movie, you've seen how Rocket can build, and he is amazing. I'm trying to think of the actor who voices Rocket. I can't think of it offhand. I do know Van Diesel does Groot. I am Groot. I'd imagine if I was in a movie, that's the part I would play too. But I believe, I don't know, I haven't seen a behind the scenes, but I wonder if they put him kind of in like a green suit, and he goes and does all the acting, and then later on they use computer to make it amazing. I wonder if that's how they do it. I have to look into that. If you're watching this and you know, please comment and let me know, because I find it fascinating to see the behind the scenes, and I'm so glad that they do behind the scenes. That's how come, like in my videos, I'm going to start doing more behind the scenes, more outtakes, more stuff like that, because that stuff's fun. In all honesty, the finished product is fun, but the making is so much fun. That is just, you laugh, you have fun, even if it's just you doing the filming, you laugh at yourself. It's so much fun. This little piece is stuck. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. And I do understand that right now is a very hard time to be able to watch this. It's a lot of people are at work, a lot of people are at school, or you might be getting ready for work in school. It's just a tough time, and I definitely understand that. But it just works out that every now and then I might be able to have a morning to be able to do this. And a morning for me to where it's quiet is very rare. So if I can get that opportunity to use it and to build something and to share this time with y'all, I definitely will. The infamous, where is the piece? I was building with my son the other day, and he was building the Fortnite hamburger, which he did tell me that in the Fortnite game, the hamburger follows you along, and if you get hungry, you can eat the hamburger. That's super creative. I like that idea. And he was telling me about it, but while he was building, he said, oh, they forgot a piece. And I made the comment, Lego never forgets a piece. They just never do. Every set you build, you're gonna think they forgot a piece, but they did. They must have the best quality control in the world because they never forget a piece. I'm sure someone can correct me on that and let me know that they have found a set with a missing piece, and maybe this will be the set. You never know. But I always get sets that have all the pieces, more pieces normally, but I always, just like I did there, I was like, where's the piece? I don't see the piece. It takes a while to find it. It's inevitable. I'm trying to think of the sets that I'm going to be building soon, because when I looked at that catalog, there were just some really good sets, really good ones. And I saw they had a few sets that were like 20 in 1, and you know that's my kind of thing. I love having that one set that you can just make so much out of it. So I'm definitely going to have to get some 20 in 1 and showcase those on here. But I really enjoy going to Bricklink, or Rebrick It, and finding other artists out there that share their work, and then being able to showcase their work so that everybody can see it, because some people might not know of the website, and it's just a good way to get it out there, so that there's so many more things you can do with just that set. So if you're a person that likes to build something, tear it down, then it's a perfect site for you. And then you can get ideas from it, because you can say, oh, I didn't think about using that piece that way, or I didn't think about doing it that way. But it's a great site, a great place, and everyone on there is just wonderful. Like I said, the Lego community is just they are such wonderful people. This is a really cool cockpit. I'm wondering if it can come out on its own, because it's got like a little part here. I wonder if that's kind of like an extra engine, so it should shoot out. And I think I'm going to start going mostly with the relaxing music for my shorts. It's just my go-to. The good old. I really like that. It's so soothing, so relaxing. My daughter loves it too. It's something that we sing around the house non-stop. She informed me that it was actually from somewhere else. I forgot where she said. I'll have to ask her again. But it's really neat. I came across it just because I was listening to different types of sounds when I was making a short, and when I listened to it, I was like, wow, that one's really amazing. It's because it's relaxing. A lot of people, when they build Legos, a lot of it is for relaxing. I'm the same way. If you had a tough day or anything like that, or if you just need to get away and escape, building a Lego just solves it. I've got a friend who does that, and it's really helped him in his life, as far as just building Legos whenever he's stressed out or he just needs to kind of get away. He'll go and build a Lego, and I can tell he's happy. He's happier building Lego. But who isn't? I mean, how could you not enjoy it? starting to get into the orange. That's pretty. It's pretty coloring. Another thing I like doing, and this is kind of totally random, is when you go to the state fair. If you happen to go to the state fair, I believe all counties have a Lego competition to where people build sets and they enter them in a competition. I love looking at those and looking at just what everybody creates. Same thing with the Lego book. If you get the Lego magazine, I believe it's for 11-year-old and under. It might be 10-year-old and under. I think you can extend it one more year. I believe that's what it is. But they also have art or Lego creations that people submit, and it's just really cool. I had thought about that, so when I first started doing this, I actually planned on doing this months and months before I started doing streaming and putting together Legos and everything. And I talked with my daughter as far as like, what should we do? You know, it was kind of like we worked on it as a team, and we were going to have a show, and the show was going to be kind of reviewing a set, putting a set together, talking about how much it cost, how inflation's happened with it, because you know it's not just the new sets. We were going to do the old sets from the 80s and the 70s and different things like that. And then it was just we created like little animations for it and stuff, because I dabble in some animations, and it's just it was so much fun. But it would take over a month for us to create one video. And I actually made 2 videos, and I posted both videos. And this was when I first started the channel. And it got, I think, 2 people in the world watched the first one, and maybe 1 person in the world watched the second one. And I was like, and it took a lot of work. It took a whole lot of work. And I said, I don't know if we can do this. So I started thinking about other things that I'd like to do. And in the end, one of my main goals is to get my sets built. You know, it's been a goal of mine for years upon years, is to build all these sets that I had as a child, and then even the ones that I didn't have as a child. When I was able to go back, I finally had a job. I finally had everything done where I could use money and buy older sets that, you know, to fill the gaps for the ones I didn't have. But I never got to put them together. There's several sets that I purchased from Bricklink and eBay and different things like that, and I've never put them together. They're still in the box from the person that I got it from. So it's just, I would love to be able to put those together, and that is my ultimate goal now, is to kind of put those together, but make a little show, and we'll talk about it and hang out, you know, because it's fun. It's fun interacting with everybody. I do it. In fact, if you have a Lego set, and say you have 2 Lego sets, invite a friend over and y'all put the Lego sets together. Or you have all the pieces and you make a monster creation. You know, it's fun to be able to build together, just like a lot of people build by themselves, and that is perfectly fine too. Because like I said, it's very relaxing. You learn so much putting them together and looking at how different ways that they design different things, and it's just a great system. But y'all already know this. If you're watching this, you already love Lego. Let's just face it. You're a Lego fan. I am almost done with bag number 1, and it is looking fantastic. I like these little holes. I'm assuming that's where the arms are going to go into later on, because when you look at the front, it's got rockets and arms. And I'm thinking that's where these little holes are going to be later on. That's where we're going to put those. But anytime you can put a little blade on something, that's fun. I should have collected more Ninjago. I really like the Ninjago. So I collected all of the Ninja sets from a long time. I think it was from the 90s is when the Ninja sets all came out. And I collected all of those. But I didn't... There was a point where I wasn't able to collect a lot of the Ninjago. Now, every time they came out with a dragon, I had to get the dragon because it's a dragon. I mean, how could you not get the dragon? So I had to get the dragons. But as far as a lot of the villages, a lot of the sets, I did not actually get those. But they all look so cool. They really do. So I completely understand the people who love Ninjago because it just looks great. But I've never also, I think I've only seen one or two shows of Ninjago. So I don't fully know the characters. Now Nexo Knights, I did watch several of the Nexo Knights, and I think I collected all the Nexo Knights because I put them in the category of castles. Even though it was Nexo Knights, I wanted to collect all the castles and all the pirate ships. That was always a goal of mine, is to have all the castles and all the pirate ships. And I believe I have them all. I really need to build them all, make sure I have all the pieces. But I know I've purchased the ones I didn't have, and they're ready to be built. I just haven't built them. And each one of them the majority of them have very sentimental value to me because I can actually place when I got them and who I got them from and different things like that. And the different little battles and wars I had as a child. And so those are all very special to me. So when the Nexo Knights came out, I decided I was going to treat those like castles. And I went ahead and I believe I have all the Nexo Knights. I'm not sure. I would have to put them together and find out for a fact. But I know at the beginning I was going to try to put a lot of those together. Look at there. We are done with number 1. What do you think? That looks awesome. I really like that. I like this right here. Guess maybe this can slow it down. A little bit of wind resistance. We'll throw some physics in with this. All right. Looks like we are on bag number 2. We're gonna put this up here with Ratchet. Is that too far? That's too far. Let's put it a little bit down. I keep calling him Ratchet. It's Rocket. I don't know why I call him Ratchet. Okay, bag number 2. He's all grown up. I like how they started with bag number 1, him being a baby. Bag number 2, him being an adult. I like that. I see what you did there, Lego. Can't trick me. Got his body. I like his suit. I like his outfit. Looking cool. Should we put his legs? Let's put his legs. He's a little guy. He got little legs. Little legs. Let's see. Oh, looky there. I was not following the instructions. I was just going by the gut, and the gut led me wrong. He needs a tail. Now, I might be wrong, but I think this is my first Lego I've ever put together that has a tail. I'm not sure of that. I know of that many more. However, his tail has to go up because if it goes down, he cannot stand. So we're going to take this tail and we're going to turn it the opposite way. So if you're building the set, his tail cannot go down because he won't be able to stand. His tail has to go up. Dun, dun, dun. I need to have like a little camera so I can really bring it in there close to show. I do have this light. I think this light makes it a little bit better. I think this light helps out some. I was just trying to fight to make sure it didn't give any glares or anything. But we'll just keep that light on. I think it'll be okay. I'll definitely find out when I come back and watch this later. Because that's the way you grow. If you make something, come back, watch it, learn from it. He needs a gun. Dun, 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 dun. I believe the very first gun ever created in Lego was, I want to say the Pirates. It's got to be the Pirates. It wasn't the Westerns. I do have all the Westerns too. I grew up watching a lot of Westerns, and so I had, when they came out with the Western sets, I had to get those. And they are very neat sets, very out of the mainstream. It was I really liked them. I'll have to put a few of those together too. Nah. If you've seen that makes me think of the first movie when I'm doing that. When he's in the first movie, there's a prison escape, and there's a part where he jumps on Groot, and he's just turning around and he's going, ah. They give him a gun, and he goes, oh yeah. All right. Flip it around, and let's start building on number 2. But I am getting better. I think I figured out, I learned something new and I can't wait to try it. So apparently I can do a live stream on my channel, but at the same time I could do one on a short. And I know that probably people are watching this and they're like, yeah, I didn't know. So I learned something, and I am very, very happy to have learned that, because now that's going to be a goal of mine, is to try and get that done too. Now I am going to be next week. I'm not going to be able to stream anything, but I'm hoping the week after that I can really start to build my streaming more often, and I'm thinking Thursday. I think what I'm going to try to do is Thursday in the evening, and then every other Friday do more of like a big build, so I can actually take the sets that have over 1,000 pieces and sit here for a few hours and actually build a big set. Like I said, I know it's very hard for people to join me on these Fridays, but this way, if you do want to come and see like a big set, you can see a big set get built. Okay, let's see, what are we putting together right now? We are putting the tail together. Because without the tail, you can't steer the ship. You have to have a tail. Let's see. I'm looking for this piece right here. It eludes me at the moment. But I will find it very, very soon. Because like I said, Lego will never let you down. And they didn't. Here is the piece. We have the piece. By the way, a lot of my references are going to be old people references, because I'm an old person. So my stuff is going to probably be along the lines of that. Check this out. The tail moves up and down. Does it? Maybe it does it. I thought it did. It just, oh. Yeah, it moves up and down. That is cool. I like it. Very, very creative. That is one thing I've always wanted to do, is actually visit Lego. I've never visited any Lego. I visited a store before, but I've never visited like the theme parks or where they make any of the Legos. I haven't visited anything Lego related, and that's one thing I really, really want to accomplish one day. So if you have, let me know. Let me know what your favorite Lego place is, besides the store, because we all love the store. The stores are amazing. Let's see. We got a slope. Oh, 2 slopes. Still to this day, I don't use these as much as I just look at the picture and go. Because the old instructions, I believe they didn't have these. I could double check, but pretty much I'm used to building without those. And unless I'm mistaken, which I don't think I am. Well, maybe I am. Here's a set from the 80s. And as you can tell, you just look at the picture. That's how you would do it. So that's what I still do to this day, because that's what I grew up doing. But I think it was very, very smart of them to add this part. It really helps out. I don't know, a lot of y'all are looking at it like, they've had that for 20 years. I know they have. I just get excited about the little things. It's the little things that you really should hold on to and get excited about. Everyone's excited about the big things. It's those little things. Do you think that this is a ×2? Let's cheat and go forward. Let's just it's not a ×2, I don't think. It is not a ×2. We cheated, but don't tell anybody. We look at the hand. Dun, dun, dun. We're gonna put this back here. Watch your head. Whew. Rocket almost got a haircut right there, but it just goes over his head. Okay. We are going to build the next part. Dun, 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 dun. I have to be careful. I like to sing and I like to hum and different things like that, but I have to be careful because I feel like everything in the world is trademarked. So I gotta be careful about what I sing and what I hum. I might not mean to sing something and then I sing it, and next thing you know, I'm getting doomed. So I gotta be careful not to sing. I have to think of my own songs and create my own little beats, because then I can sing those all day long. In fact, I really appreciate music, so that's a good thing to do. Maybe I'll just create a little theme of my own. It's not easy work. Creating stuff like that's very hard. My hat's off to those who do. There's a podcast that I used to listen to. I still listen to it now and then, but I used to listen to it a lot more. And it was Vox Machina and the Mighty Nine, and they had a guy named Sam Riegel on there, and he was just super creative. I love his ability to turn a phrase and to just create songs and just different things like that. Just amazing. Just a really amazing. It seems like such a really good guy. So that's an amazing art. It really is. But like, yeah, I'll listen to him every now and then, and he'll create something. We're like, ooh, I create something similar to that, you know, because it's always funny, it's always catchy, it's always great. But it is not a podcast for the young. So if you are young, please do not listen to it. I get so excited sometimes putting these together that I'm taking them out of the picture. So I need to make sure that I keep it in the picture. That's something that I'm definitely going to continue to work on. And none of this is done with my actual camera. So I'm not going to be able to make little videos out of these, which I might be able to. I could try to make a video out of it. Maybe that'll be a little side thing that I do. But yeah, this ship is amazing. I can't wait. As soon as I build it, I'm sure it's going to get played with a lot. I can guarantee that. It does make me, when I'm looking at it and I'm looking at the colors and everything, start thinking, what else can I build with it? So that's kind of something I really enjoy doing. Almost made a little, did y'all see my mistake I made? Look, the slope goes this way, and mine doesn't have the slope that way. One thing I noticed this did not give me was the removing tool. But it is a set that only has 333 pieces, I believe. Let me double check. Yep, 330. So it's understandable. If you put a lot of Lego together, you probably have a million of those laying around. I have a whole lot of them laying around. I like how they're different colors though, depending on what theme you go with. I think that was a really neat choice for Lego to make. And this is, I really like the colors of this. It just makes the entire ship pop, you know. They did a really good job. Ooh, we got our little shooters. These shooters shoot so well. I mean, you can shoot them and they go pretty darn far. Pew 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 pew. So I'm always careful whenever I'm putting these on. I don't want to shoot anything. In fact, they give you the you'll shoot your eye out. So just be careful when putting these on. That looks really good. That's looking, I like that. I like the way that looks. So we're gonna take this piece and we're gonna put it on here. Look at this engine. This is gonna be a cool looking engine. Dun, 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 dun. If you watch my most recent video, when I'm thinking of this, all I can think of is the movie Spaceballs, where he's like, they've gone plaid. It's too fast. Let's see. We got some dark colors right here. It just the color scheme it's like I said, it's just really, really nice. And like you have to chalk it up to Marvel with creating it. But they have, you know, if you read any of their comic books back in the day, they've just been amazing at being able to create different things that are just outstanding. Let's see, this one's gonna go here, and it looks like it goes like this. Is that what y'all would say? I don't know if it goes that way. Something's a little off. Oh, because I was thinking too much on this. This doesn't need to be on there. I don't think. Let's do it by the picture. I'm gonna focus. Okay, we've got this piece. Oh, it's got a little piece that comes out. So it's got an extra piece here. That's where I was making the mistake. And then this piece goes on top and it clips in there. And then it sits right there. That's how it's supposed to look. I do that. It's a fun thing to do a lot of times whenever I'm talking or I'm doing something else, and then I realize I've got a lot of work to do. I'll just stop for a second and go, okay, focus. It's so easy to get sidetracked that you just sometimes just have to stop for a second and go, okay, focus. And then after you tell yourself to focus, you'll focus right up and continue having fun and doing different things. All right. Oh no, baby rocket fell. We took care of him. Look at this. That is so cool. It can rotate all around. That is very awesome. And it's got a blaster on it. Boop. All right, let's make another one. Let's make another one. Then we're gonna have 2 rockets. We're making rockets for rockets so that he can fly his rocket. This is a neat piece. This really is. I like that. You can hear it click. Thank you, Lego. I did hear it click. This is seeming very familiar. But it wasn't at times too. I love seeing the videos where people are showing the instructions and it's like, now do this 800 times. It just makes me laugh. Those are very funny videos. Hopefully whenever you see those videos, you get a good chuckle out of them too. I've got a few of those sets too that I have not put together. And even seeing that, I'm like, oh no. Dun, 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 looking pretty. So, I wonder if I could get this a little bit more in focus. So if you look at the screen also on my camera, where I have my block on my overhead up here, I'm thinking about taking the corner off a little bit, like right. Let's see if I can go, like doing the block that has a little slope here. Maybe, not sure. But I'd like this right here to be a little bit more focused. Maybe it's because my hand. Maybe my hand continues to unfocus it. We don't know. We will figure it out together. Got a little slope here. Man, this is looking good. Bag 2 is almost complete. It was 2 rockets. 4 rockets. I did make an order the other day so that I could get a few of the free sets, and some of the free sets I've got my daughter already laid claim to, so she will be building those. I need to ask her if she would like to record it while she builds it. Not to have her face or anything like that, but maybe she would like to record it so that she can watch herself come back and see it being built. Make her own little videos, then teach her how to do the animations. I really wish I had technology like this when I was younger, because it is super awesome to be able to do this kind of stuff. Be able to do animations and everything, and it's easy. You know, it's not easy. It's easier access to the equipment to make the animations is what I meant. The actual animations is not easy at all, and my hat goes off to everybody that can do those, because it takes a lot of work, a lot of focus, a lot of concentration. I look at mine and how it's kind of jumpy around and stuff like that, but then of course I'll watch one on TV and I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Speaking of TV, one of my favorite shows, and this can be watched by anyone, it's very, very everybody friendly in my opinion, is Mitchell's vs. the Machines. It is hilarious. It is one of those movies that you didn't know was out there, and it just surprised you about how amazing it is. And so if you want to see an artist and different creativity, you should watch that. It is a really, really good movie. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. And it can rotate, so it can fly down, fly up. Rocket, you designed an amazing ship. Let's give it some arms. What do you think? We're going to give it some arms? We're going to give it some arms. We're going to give it a windshield. Probably a windshield's a good idea. You want to keep a little bit of the space out of the cockpit as best you can. Let's see. Got one silver, another silver, or gray, should I say. when, man, this is looking good. Looking good. Getting excited. Do y'all feel that way whenever you're putting together a Lego? Like, the more and more you build it, the more and more you get excited. You're like, I could do it, I could do it. You start seeing it come together. That's for any type of building. I love building that way. It gives you that feel of like, yes, yes, yes. All right, grown up Rocket, I'm gonna have to ask you to move so that we can put on the windshield. Let's see what we do. Boop. Oh yeah. It's looking good. I like that. Man. That's exciting. Oh my god. It's so much fun. Oh yeah. What are we building here? I don't know. Do y'all know what we're building? Because I do not. Do you think this is going to be the top? I don't know. It might be the top. We're going to find out in a few seconds. Let's find out. Ooh, man. Getting close. Da, 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 da. Oh man, it's top. Almost looks like a little submarine. That's where the creator comes out, is that, like, I look at that and I know it's a spaceship, but I'm like, ooh, can I build a submarine out of it? It's already starting to think, what else could I build with this? What else could I build with this? Focus. We're going to finish this part first. We're going to build the build that we're supposed to build before we build something else. Number 3. Dun, 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 dun. I like how they give you the little bag in the big bag too. So that way, if you're like me, you can separate the little ones. You're like, okay, the little guy's gonna go right here. The big guy's gonna go up here. I know some people organize it also by color. People organize and they do all kinds of different ways. I still just throw it in a big pile and then do a long time searching. Always start getting excited once you're starting to get that's the last bag. We can do it. Even if this was a 3-hour build, once you get to that last part, you're like, I got the energy. I can do this. I can do it. It gets me super excited. Dun, dun, dun. Continuing on with the movies, to date this feed, the trailer for the new Superman movies come out. Man, that's looking awesome. I can't wait for that one. It's gonna be really good. So, hopefully, if you're a Superman fan, you're as excited as I am, because it is going to be awesome. Good job, DC. We got a little piece. There's a little guy. Here you go, little guy. We're gonna turn you around. Let's see. We have to have 2 pieces. We're gonna have this one here. And this one right here. I like it. Put it in the angle that they recommend. Is this a long one? This looks like it might be a long one. Make sure it's still in frame. And we're going to have a curved, smooth piece. And then fill it. Dun, 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 dun. It looks like they want to have a top piece right here. Alright, looking good. We are looking good. And while I'm building, I always want to send out a huge thank you to everybody that subscribes, and it warms me every time I see another subscriber come on. I just get so excited. It's amazing how like just that one subscriber can make you feel like, yeah, woohoo. So it's thank you so much. I mean, I love doing this, and I love that y'all enjoy watching it, and I love the support that y'all have given me. And like I've always said, the Lego community is just the best community out there. So thank you so much. All right, back to building. As I like to say, focus. Am I taking it out of the picture? I get so excited. You gotta not get so excited. Especially if we're on the last bag. How can you not get excited on the last bag? You have to bring it close to you and be like, "You're gonna do it, gonna do it, gonna do it." It's just what happens. Oh, forgot the little. Oh, look at there. I made a mistake. This piece. It's supposed to go here first. Dun, 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 dun. Then it goes through here. And then it gets a blade. Oh, it's straight. So they want to put it on straight first, and then they bend it. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, we got to turn the rockets so they're blasting off. I guess it's got to pick itself up first before it can go forward. Makes sense. Doo, doo, doo. All right. I'll be careful. Don't want to hit anybody with our blade. If anybody out there, as soon as you hear blade, starts thinking blazer, we are in the same mindset. If you don't know, that is a movie reference from Dodgeball, which is another very, very funny movie. Let's see, should it go right here? What do y'all think? Think that looks right? Think that looks right? We're going with this is the correct way of doing it. Now, two different colors, I like it. So, we have this one, and then we have this one. they both go on this one. Right? Wouldn't y'all agree? I think that's correct. And then we have two of the same color to form this. And then we want to smooth it across the top. And we're using the same color pattern to smooth it. Ta-da! I like it. So I'm thinking that this, I guess this is more of like a shield. Maybe it's like a little engine. Well, I guess those are thrusters. Maybe? I'm not exactly sure what they are. If you know what those are, let me know. Because I'm not exactly 100% sure. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, didn't get it all the way on there. And then we're gonna put on some rocket ships, some rockets. Rockets. Rocket Man! So only one of them has one that can move. The other one goes directly into this piece. I like it. And then our first snap-in piece right here that snaps in like that. That's cool. That's so cool. Alright. We're gonna do it again, but backwards. We'll try to keep it in the frame. That is still a weakness of mine, is keeping everything in the frame. But I will continue to work on it. And together we can do it. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see what else. This piece right here. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah. But see, this is also why I have the music playing in the background, because I'm a big music person. If I don't hear music, then I make music. And I make it in my head. Because life is amazing with music. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that does that. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Putting that piece on there. And we're going to have this circle right here. So I believe the first time I ever saw these, they were used as gold in a set. So it's always been interesting ever since I've seen them, because every time I look at that I go, that's a gold bar. So that's just in my mind how I've always referenced that piece as a gold bar. Be interesting to know if anybody else kind of sees that too. I guess it depends on when you started building Lego and the first set you saw it in. I would imagine a lot depends on that. Let's see, I can put this here, and this way I keep it in the frame the whole time. I'm getting better. Best part about everything is trying to learn and trying to do something a little bit different, a little bit better every day. And that is my goal. No matter what in life, always try to do something a little bit better each day. Dun, dun, dun. Because the good thing is you can. Always room for improvement, always ways to do things better. Just have to try. Dun, 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 dun. Very similar to the last one. That looks interesting to me. That almost seems like an illegal build, but it's not. It's not an illegal build. But it almost seems like one. And the reason being that it seems like one to me is because it seems like a weak spot. But once you add all this on there and you come across the top, it makes it strong. So that takes away the illegal part to me. It's because then it gets nice and strong. That right there is the piece that makes it strong. Dun, dun, dun. Look at this. This is looking so good. That is amazing. I'm gonna move this up so I can bring this out. Look at that. Yeah, put it right there so it's like, and these rotate forward. Just like that. And then you have to load the guns. It's just a must. You have to load them. But you have to be careful because man, they can shoot. Dun, dun, dun. Don't believe me? Oh, went above that time. This is so awesome. All right, baby rocket. He's got his little seat in there. Boop, boop, boop. That is a really cool set, and it would go good with any set. It's a really good set because it can fight, it can fly. You could probably custom make these into more like pincher claws, or like and pinch stuff. There's a lot you can do with this one. It is a really, really awesome set. I like the little cutters on the front. It'll definitely get a lot of play. Do you want to build one more? What do you think? Should we build one more? Let's see if there's what else we have in the pictures. Oh look, it's got Big Rocket in the front. Let's put Big Rocket in the front. You have to show Little Rocket how to fly. Dun dun dun. Oh no, Little Rocket, he fell. Here we go. See? We have Big Rocket and Little Rocket. Dun dun dun. I'll put a gun in there too. That way we can save the gun. There we go. Let's build one more. It's gonna be a little set. It was the set I showed you earlier. It's a castle set. Now, this castle set, this castle set is the Castle Guard, and it is from 1987. 1987. Now I have not verified I have all the pieces, but I'm fingers crossed I have all the pieces. So this set in 1987, this set would have cost $7. If you bought it today from Bricklink or anything new, you're looking at roughly around $150. So if you do have this set and it's not open and you want to sell it, it is a very valuable set. But to give you an idea about inflation, so in 1987 to 2024, $6 would be roughly around $17. So inflation wise, it would have been an amazing purchase. It's gone up so much. So this is one of those cases where they say Legos definitely keep their value very well. I can already tell you that this right here, we're going to put, well, let's have the knight ride the horse. What you think? I think the knight should ride the horse. So we're going to go ahead and put the horse's saddle on. And let's see, do I have an extra sword? I don't. If I had an extra sword, which I do in my spare parts, which I will put on there, I'd put a sword here. But let's see what else we can build with it. All right. Look at this. This is so cool. I'm going to put it right here so that everybody can see it, and I'll build up here. All right. But I have to be able to see it too. So first we have the knight. The knight has his, here's the knight. He already has his helmet on. He doesn't have a breastplate. He's got the painted on breastplate, but he doesn't have the metal actual breastplate for the normal castle sets. So in the 90s, a lot of times you would see a knight and he would actually have an actual breastplate, like a separate piece that you remove his head and put it on. This one, he doesn't have one. He does have the feather, and he's got a lance. We're going to put a white flag on it. He's not surrendering though. He's just letting people know he's going into battle. Let's go ahead and put him on the horse. What do you think? I think that's cool. I like to have him already on the horse. And then we got his guard. So this is a castle guard. So I'm assuming, no, they're not. They are on the same team because he's holding the shield. So this is from the Black Forest series. And they apparently are on the same team, because if he's carrying the same shield as the guard, then they're both guarding this castle. The little castle. Outhouse. Whatever you'd like to call it. Let's see, here's him a hat. Dun, dun, dun. And he's got, I like to look at these almost as like wooden. So during the 80s and 90s, you would get different types of axes, and you'd have some that were brown and some that were black. And so I always assumed, just in me, I always thought of this as, well, these are the wooden tools and the black ones were the iron tools. So whenever they would fight, of course, you would have the advantage having the black axe versus the wooden axe. But that's just how I played. You can definitely play however you like. Hence, we have wooden spears. Now, let's build. So we're going to start off with the base plate. And we'll put it right here so we can easily see it. So we've got the base plate, and we have, let's see, we have two white pieces that are going to come along here. Hopefully my hand's not getting in the way. It's not good. Didn't want it to get in the way, but I want to hold this down flat so everybody can see it, including myself. So we've got that there. I like these slopes. So these slope pieces are how I might do the frame on the overhead up here. I might do a little slope that cuts it right here. But I'm not sure. I'm still workshopping it. I'll figure it out though. Or you can let me know what you think. If you think that I should make like a little slope right here to increase, let's see, can I turn my hand the right way? There we go. Slope right there. And increase it to where you can see more of the side build versus the overhead build. I like having both builds just because whenever I'm watching the video, there's so many times that, you know, I kind of want an overhead, but then at the same time, I really like the side. So I decided, I wonder if there's a way that I could put both of them in there and still have room to be able to do other stuff and build. So this is my attempt. I guess technically that part can be covered because we're down to step number 3. These are old pieces. Definitely old pieces. I do need to wash these pieces, I believe. But I'm just hoping I have all of the pieces in the bag. Like I said, I do have an extra bin of swords, so I could definitely replace the sword. The thing about replacing these parts is I try to keep the same error of pieces. So it looks like we've got the big slant. Ta-da. And then we have another small piece. Another small piece here. And another small piece here. And then the red piece in the back. Kind of keeping everything holding tight. What do you think? I think it's looking good. It's looking good. It'd be neat to know, to be able to meet some of the creators from the original Lego sets. You know, just to be able to talk to them. That would be neat. We are flipping over. We're done with 6. We are flipping over to number 7. This was a rare piece back in the day, I bet. I'd have to look into it. Alright. Looking good. Kind of like a fun little bonus build at the end. I thought we were watching Rocket. I snuck a castle in there. It's always fun to sneak a castle into anything. Looks like this piece is going to go. First, we're going to have this piece come across the top, like so, and then this one's going to end up going like this. To shade, it's got to shade the. It's shading the workers, you know, the castle guard. Stand out in the sun all day. They didn't have sunblock back then. So this gives them a little bit of shade. Dun, dun, dun. And this is where the spears go on the side. I love it. He's protecting. What do you think? This was, like I said, this was about I think it retailed for around $6, which seems awful high, but I guess you get 2 characters for back then. It seemed high, but you would get 2 characters, the horse and a little area right here. But man, that is really cool. And I've got a couple of extra little pieces here. This, of course, is the if the knight did not ride the horse and this was a wild horse, this would be the middle frame, the middle part of the horse, to keep the horse intact. Isn't that cool? I've always thought that was cool that they've included that with it. So you could always have a full horse, or you could have the knight riding the horse. And that was just a really smart idea of Lego. All right. What do you think? I'm glad we got to put this together. These older sets are so much fun. Here, let me put this where you can really see the older set. Let me lay it out. What do you think? That is cool. So we've got the future and the past. One's definitely a little bit more shinier than the other, but they are both amazing sets. From 1987. That was just feels like so long ago. Man. And it had moving parts. Well, this is the castle guard. So now all we need is the castle, and we'll put this in front of it, and he'll guard the castle before you get to the castle, which is being guarded as well. So he's checking this guy. He's like, hey man, do you really, really want to go to this castle? Do you belong here? Yeah, man, I belong here. Okay. It's something like that. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me with this. This is a very, very fun build, and like I said, I'm hoping to have a lot more of these, and we're going to do old sets, we're going to do new sets, we're just going to do a little bit of everything, and just continue to build, continue to be great, and play well.